Hello and welcome to another Bad Movie Reviews review hosted by your two favourite web-slinging weebs from down under, Ben and Daniel.
Jeez.
This is Daniel and I am Ben, and we are reviewing my most anticipated film of today. The one day that we're watching a film. So it is none other than Madame Web, however you want to pronounce it. If you don't know, I guess it's connected to the Sony universe. It is a Spider-Man kind of connected film.
Yep.
It is about Cassandra Webb, who is played by Dakota Johnson, who I guess developed powers to see and feel the future. But you have also got Sydney Sweeney in the film. You've got Isabella Merced, Celeste O'Connor, Tahara Heem, who plays Ezekiel Sims.
Yep.
Directed by S.J. Clarkson. Not sure. I just looked up her work, and she's done like Succession. She's done great TV show episodes, but this looks like her first major motion picture. But I don't know where you want to start on this.
Neither.
Apart from the fact that it is utterly terrible.
How many movies have we seen this year?
Oh, probably 10, maybe.
So top 10
if you
film.
if you really think about
It's a top 10 film.
yeah, we're halfway through. This film was painful to watch.
I actually enjoyed it, but I think I
had a laugh.
Yeah.
Like it was the best way to put it is it's a relatively fun time, but it is like an awful movie.
Yeah.
Like you can have fun moments, but it's almost like memey, if that makes sense.
Definitely Mimi.
Like memey fun. But like I don't think I'll ever watch this. Like this it's not like the worst film I've ever seen.
No.
But like it's easily in the top 5 worst
I actually don't
superhero
think
films I've seen.
I don't think it's the worst film I've seen this year, to be honest.
What if
Beekeeper was pretty bad.
Beekeeper was bad.
Beekeeper
was
was
bad, but like this is terrible from a craft perspective across the board. Like the film, this was edited worse than like Taken, where there was like 17 jump cuts over when he's jumping a fence, and it's like also got some of the weirdest. Like I said it, like it's almost filmed like The Office at moments. Like there's literally like a scene where she's like, "Don't do it," and it, like the camera's here, and then it just like cuts in and like zooms back out, and I was like, "What is going on?" Like, just relax.
Yeah.
And funnily enough, the script is terrible.
Oh.
It's apparently had many rewrites. It is written by Matt Sazama and Burke Sharpless, who co-wrote it. And looking at their, neither did I. But looking at their credits,
Yep.
You've got Dracula Untold, which wasn't terrible. It wasn't great, from like 2014. You've got The Last Witch Hunter, which actually is possibly one of the worst films I've ever seen, with Vin Diesel. You've got Gods of Egypt, which was terrible.
I don't know if I saw it.
Power Rangers, which wasn't bad, the 2017 most recent one. Like, it was fine. And then you do have Morbius. So, unironically, they have written some of the worst films in the past 10 years. So I'm baffled that they're even getting a gig at this point. And I don't want to shoot them down.
I didn't know
but
they did Morbius. That makes more sense now.
Well, it's probably
also, I think an improvement. So they're heading in the right direction. Up. No, it wasn't much up.
like Morbius was just downright terrible, whereas this is terrible, but like there is a little bit of fun to be
You
had
enjoy
because
it.
it's kind of memey, and it's like I don't think it's trying to be though. That's the thing. It's like this film will have memes go all over the internet and stuff, but like it's just really a bad movie though. Like there's no character development. There's no plot. The acting. I thought Dakota Johnson was good, like as the main character. I forgot her name already. Cassie Webb. Cassandra Webb. Yeah, I thought she was good. Like she was fine. Everyone else was whatever. I don't think they had much to deal with. The guy who plays Ezekiel Sims, possibly one of the worst performances I've seen in quite some time. And not only that, just a terrible villain.
Yeah, it kind of
no redeeming fact. Like, not that a villain should have redeeming factors, but like this film's just solidified the fact that like really Sony should give everything to Marvel. Like they are making you think about the Spider-Man Marvel films. They're obviously co-made by Sony and Marvel, but it's really Marvel in the tentpole there. But then they've made 2 of the best superhero films really ever in both Spider-Verses.
Yeah, they were pretty great.
But then, like, Morbius, you've got this, you've got, like, the Venom films are fine, but it's like they're not good, they're just funny. I think they're the same kind of thing where, like, they're kind of memey. It's just I don't know how to explain it. Like I really don't know how this film got a green light to like actually release, because it's not really a coherent film in any way, shape, or form.
No.
Like there is a storyline, but it's terrible. It like the marketing for the film is awful because it markets it to be something completely different. 80% of the marketing is the 3 teenage girls in
Actually, yeah, you make a good point.
in spider suits. But I'm not kidding when I tell you that like
Spoilers.
no, like not spoilers. I probably pissed during this film more than they're actually in the suits. Like I went to the toilet and came back, and that was probably like 45 seconds
Yep.
to a minute.
Yeah, look.
I was probably gone for 3 minutes of the film to go to the toilet,
quick
but that was probably longer than they're in their suits.
Look, maybe.
But the marketing, like all trailers, when you have the Billie Eilish, like "What do you want?" That song, it's like stuck in there. I've seen this trailer that many times.
I came into this film being like, I know this is going to be terrible. All the reviews are saying, everyone that's already seen it that I spoke to.
We didn't see this one, but yeah. So
But,
like all the
but
reviews,
I
read.
went in being like, I'm about to have like, I don't even want to be. I want to consider like leaving the cinema kind of level. But I think it was actually kind of fun. Like it was terrible, but it was fun. I found myself like kind of joking and giggling, and like I could make fun of the movie while I was watching it, and we'd both laugh. But like it was actually kind of still enjoyable despite it being terrible.
Yeah, like I laughed at dialogue pieces.
Yeah,
and like there was
I didn't mind some of
certain
it.
editing. Well, that
Ezekiel-
wasn't a good comment. I was just
No.
like I was laughing at the dialogue because I was
Yeah.
like, that's terrible. I was laughing at certain cuts and editing sequences. Even some of the CGI was really odd.
So Ezekiel was the bad guy.
Yeah, Ezekiel Sims.
He the way he delivered his lines reminded me of that guy off the Room. You know,
Tommy was out.
He filmed his own movie.
You're telling me a party, sir. Yeah, like
it's just like,
just
there was
stone.
no passion. There
No, it was just
nothing
stoicism to it.
Yeah.
Like it was, but not in a good way. It was just like
No.
these. This is going to happen. I need to do this, and I was like, okay, like a
thought-
little bit of empathy.
I've
like
given you lots of money. I would like some results, please.
fair enough. I don't blame him on that fact,
Yeah,
but
no,
like, no. Yeah, look, I wasn't expecting anything. When you've got a superhero film releasing in like Feb, it's probably not a good sign.
Yeah. Why everyone's back at school.
I mean, anything to release in Feb if it's not like a Valentine's Day movie, which like but this is funnily enough released on Valentine's Day in Australia. But like if it's a rom-com or whatever, like or certain films might drop here, but when you've got like a big tentpole like release that should realistically come out like April in school holidays or something, it's not a good sign. So I wasn't really expecting anything, and I did kind of have the vibe, even watching the trailer, that I'm like, this is not good. Yeah. Like when she delivers the line,
we knew.
it's not in the film, but when she delivers the line, like, my mother died in the Amazon rainforest studying spiders, it was like, okay, right. But
Sorry. You just made me like think of things that like just happened during it, but like kind of spoilery, but not really. Just like at the end when the doctor walked in, it was
like it was just like
Oh
I was just
my
like
God.
asked a question, then they give an answer, and the doctor just like no.
you and I like physically
None of it
were
felt.
like,
It doesn't feel real. It felt the whole film feels like a fever dream. It's like this shouldn't exist.
Yeah.
It's really like I actually am, and I'm not kidding. Like Beekeeper. The thing is, Beekeeper, I can understand getting a release because it's just a shit B grade action film with Jason Statham. What do you expect?
Yeah,
this is a superhero film made by Sony that doesn't even really fucking have superheroes. It's literally a kind of an origin story, not really even at the same way it's really about a woman finding herself, like her belong, but like
the romance is within her. It's a rom-com.
yeah, sure. It's like it actually baffles me how this film got released, and I don't mean that in like it's really not. It's not like movie 40. Like the only film I've ever walked out on in my life was movie 43, and I worked at the movies so it was free. But that would like I will never walk out of a film because it's like I very much stand by the fact that it's like you don't watch something and then like you at least want to watch the complete finished
What was
product.
movie 43?
It was the comedy skit one where Hugh Jackman had balls on his chin,
Oh,
like at a dinner
man,
scene.
that was great. I love all them.
No,
I like them because of what they are, which is the worst piece of viewing material you can ever see. And I'm like, I appreciate.
I'm
Terrible...
almost guaranteed that film, like the writers or the director of the film, had like hidden secrets on everyone in it that was going to blackmail them if they didn't star in it. Because like it's that kind of like it's. I don't know why anyone signed on.
Why
to
would
this.
anyone even read the script and do it?
Yeah,
gotcha.
correct. Like I genuinely am just baffled at how this got like. But in saying that, I do agree. Like you don't go in there and be like, I want to genuinely curl up in a ball and never watch. Like it is painful to watch, but it's also like you can't look away because you're like you're almost watching a train wreck. You're like watching something happen in life,
but like a funny train wreck.
Yeah, like you're what a little kid falling over, and you're like, oh, poor kid, but like, haha, like it's like that sounds terrible, Bobby. But it's I don't really know what else to say or what else I have to say. It's just I don't think it's a good movie whatsoever, but I'm sure if you did go see it, as bad as it sounds, you'll probably have somewhat of a fun time.
Yeah, don't take it with heart and soul. Don't absorb it. Just have a good laugh. Have some popcorn, have a drink, spend some time, whatever. Just have a giggle.
Go watch Dakota Johnson. She's like the only really redeeming factor of the film. I don't know what film they signed up for. I would love to see the original script because it got that many rewrites. But no, if you have seen it, which I'm sure you have probably because I think it's been out for a day or two, comment below. Let us know what you think. I'm sure you probably agree to some extent. But if you like our reviews, do subscribe for more of our content. Give it a thumbs up. And without further ado, we will catch you next time.
Thanks, guys.